Hey guys, what's up, how's it going? My name is Robin, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Carnival Cruise stock. I'm going to be giving my analysis. I'm going to let you guys know what I think about this stock, and I'm going to talk about and share my experiences and what I think you guys should do, and I will share with you guys whether or not I'm going to actually invest into Carnival Cruise stock in this video. Alright guys, so I am by no means an expert when it comes to picking stocks and stuff like that. I like more like just to theorize and talk about them and just kind of get the comments and discussion going around different stocks. Now, Carnival Cruise stock is a stock that has been pretty popular and for good reason. And after doing this video and doing the research and kind of digging in for the information about Carnival Cruise, it actually made me kind of see why it is such an important stock. And with all the different things going on with Carnival Cruise, I think this stock is pretty interesting. So what I'm going to do in this video is we're going to dive into Carnival Cruise. We're going to dive into the stock analysis. We're going to check out the stock, see how much it's worth. I'm going to share with you guys my opinion on whether or not I'm going to be buying Carnival Cruise. And by the way, if you guys are enjoying this video, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Anybody who does subscribe or anybody who watches the video, I do appreciate it very much, guys. Thank you for the support, guys. You guys have been absolutely amazing, and I very much appreciate it. Alright guys, so I'm capturing my screen here, and we're going to talk about Carnival Cruise stock. I'm going to give my opinion, we're going to go over the price analysis, we're going to talk about dividends, and lastly, I'm going to share with you guys my opinion on this stock and whether I'm going to be buying this stock or not. So right now we're going to talk about Carnival Cruise, and I'm going to give you guys my opinion about what I think of cruise companies right now and kind of just talk about things that have been going on lately. So if you've been familiar with the news, you know that there's been a lot of stuff happening with Carnival, not just Carnival Cruise, but all the different cruises, like all the different cruise stocks, all the different things like that. Like, it's going crazy right now. In fact, a little while, like, everything is basically shut down. And the thing is, there's been a lot of media and a lot of news in regards to not even just cruise stocks in general, but Carnival Cruise really. And the thing is, the thing I want to talk about right here is you can read these articles, but the thing is, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I actually don't know about Carnival Cruise. In fact, I didn't know a ton about this stock before making this video. And actually, I've seen people talking about it, and I wanted to do a video to talk about it myself, but after doing this video, I actually learned a lot about this company. And the funny thing is, I'm just like a regular Joe guy. Like, I'm not special. I'm not a special investor. I don't know all this crazy stuff. I only started investing about a year ago, and I started with a robo-advisor. I picked some ETFs. I started like a nice, safe, but a good solid base investing strategy. And then as time went on, I kind of dibbled and dabbled into stocks, and I started this YouTube channel in early January this year. And this is when I started to dive into more of the different stocks and picking my own stocks and kind of stuff. So Carnival Cruise, this is an interesting stock to me, and I don't know a ton about it, but it was really fun making this video. And a lot of this video is just going to be my thoughts, my opinions. I'm going to share with you guys what I think about this, what I can kind of see, maybe. But in all honesty, guys, if any of you guys want to leave a comment and let me know your thoughts, please do so. Because the last video I did about the Air Canada stock review, a lot of you guys left some pretty sweet comments, and there's actually a lot of value in the comment section, and it really helped me out. So if you guys want to leave a comment, let me know what you guys think. Feel free to do so. And if you guys want to learn more about Carnival Cruise and whether it is a good stock or not, watch the video, but also check out the comments, because that's where the real value is, in the comments. And if you see somebody who leaves a good comment, give them a thumbs up and tell them they're an awesome person, because they definitely deserve it. So I just kind of wanted to say that about Carnival Cruise before we dive in. But the funny thing is there's been so much in the news, guys, about Carnival Cruise. When the stock first crashed, everybody was saying like, oh my god, Carnival Cruise is done, and then now people are saying it's back. You know what, guys? I usually don't pay attention to the news unless something major happens, because the news is just always putting out a bunch of crap that nobody really knows what the heck they're talking about. If you follow the news all the time, you're gonna just be up and down like this all the time. So the thing about Carnival Cruise, here's the thing. This stock, I think it has potential, but it's very high risk at the moment. And let's kind of go over to the price analysis right now, and I'm going to show you guys why I think so. I found this quick little chart here on Fool.com, or the Motley Fool, whatever you want to call it. You guys can use any chart you want. Just type in Carnival stock, Carnival Cruise stock, and you'll get like all kinds of charts. But we basically just want this chart to look at things and see how the stock has been doing over the course of time. Because when I invest in the stocks, I always like to see companies that have done well over time. Like, that's the number one thing I like to see. If you can see a company that's done well over time, stock continues to grow, then that's always a good sign. Now, Carnival Cruise is actually, I was surprised about this when I looked this up. They've actually been in business since the late 80s. Actually, you can see this is when cruise lines started to come, maybe started to become popular and stuff like that. And then you can see it's had these little ups and downs kind of thing. Like it's gone up, then it's gone down, and it's gone up, then it's gone down, and it's had this little period where in 2008. Now, one thing I want to point out, in 2008 everything went down. So this is probably reflection of the overall market. It had a big crash in 2008, went down to $23, and then slowly went back up and kind of went back down, and then it's on its way back up. And then when the events of the past couple months kind of happened, everything went crashing down, and Carnival Cruise went crashing down a lot. Like, there's a lot of stuff in the news where people being stranded out in sea and different things like that, like kind of crazy stuff going on. It's just absolutely crazy. But the thing is, like, it really took a big dive. Now, here's the thing: the big question that everybody's asking is Carnival Cruise going to be able to survive? Because if they survive, here's the thing, and this is what I think about this: is if Carnival Cruise survives, if they survive, whoever invests in the stock right now, I personally think will probably stand to make a lot of money, because this stock at $12 is extremely undervalued, like extremely undervalued. So the main question is the same thing I talked about in my last video about Air Canada. If you guys missed that video, check it out. I'll put a link in the description of this video. The same thing is going to happen is if they can survive, they're going to do well. And if you invest right now, it's going to go up over time. And I think this is the same thing about a lot of companies right now. It's like, if they can stand and get through this, their stocks will go up and you will make money. It's just a big question with Carnival Cruise is, will they survive? And to be honest, guys, I don't know. In fact, I think this is probably a really risky investment, just because it went down so freaking low, like about $10-ish. That's crazy, going from $60 to $70 just all the way down. And I don't know, I read some articles, and I've seen like some articles saying like they're done, they're over with, and then I read some articles saying that they're still doing well. So maybe somebody else can give some maybe analysis on that in terms of that kind of stuff. But I don't know, it's going to be tough. I think that if they can survive, they're going to do well. But overall, I think that maybe this might be a stock that's a little bit too risky for me to invest in. I might invest a little bit of money in it just to play with it kind of thing. But I think investing any significant amount of money in Carnival Cruise right now is definitely considered gambling. And the funny thing is if you make it and you do well, you're going to look like a genius. But if it crashes and it dies and you lose everything, you're going to look like a fool. So I always say, like, be smart about your investments. Maybe put a little bit of money, put like $100, maybe a couple $100. Whatever you're okay with losing, maybe invest that into Carnival Cruise, and maybe you can see some money. It's all up to you guys on how you want to do it and how you want to assess it, but just be smart about it. Like, if you're going to invest in a Carnival Cruise, just put a little bit of money, see how things go, and maybe you can make some income off that. But the other thing I want to talk about before we end this video is actually the dividends of Carnival Cruise, because here's some interesting stuff I found out about the dividends in regards to Carnival Cruise. Alright guys, so I found this information on the dividends of Carnival Cruise, and this is the funny thing about it, is like this really surprised me when I looked this up, and I did not realize, and I can see why this stock is as popular as it is. I didn't understand that this stock actually has an insane dividend yield, a 16% dividend yield, guys. That is absolutely crazy. Like, that, if you want a high definition dividend yield stock, look at Carnival Cruise. That's an annual dividend of $2. And the stock is worth $12 right now. $12! And you're going to get $2 no matter what. So here's the thing, guys. When I kind of looked at this, it makes a little bit more sense to invest in Carnival Cruise right now. Because even if you just put like $1,000 in a Carnival Cruise at $12, and let's say it went up to like, it doubled or something like that, not only will you get the stock, double the amount, you also get the dividend, which is absolutely insane. Like 16%, that's crazy. That's 50 cents per share. And it looks like it's trading on almost a quarterly basis here. It looks like they trade on a quarterly basis, and it has risen over time, which is good. But for some reason, I can only see the information of up to 2013. So I don't know if this is when they started paying a dividend. But we can see here that it has slowly risen over time. So that's good. But also keep in mind, guys, companies can also cut their dividends whenever they want. So take this with a grain of salt. And this is why I say just be careful with stocks like these, because they could cut their dividend to be like 5% or 2%, or they could just get rid of it completely. Sorry about the ads there, but they can get rid of it completely, and that's pretty crazy. So just keep that in your mind. But maybe this kind of makes you feel a little bit more safer about investing money. But once again, I want to say, like, don't go crazy with this stock. I still think there's a good chance that if any of the stocks are gonna, like, any companies are not gonna survive, I think Carnival Cruise might be one of the ones that don't, or any just cruise stocks in general. it's kind of iffy, right? Like nobody really knows what's going to happen. So here's my final analysis of Carnival Cruise, and here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be putting a little bit of money aside, maybe like a couple $100. I'm going to invest in the company. I'm going to stick it into, I don't know if I'm going to stick it into my dividend investing case study. We'll see. I might not. But I'm going to put that money on the side. I'm going to invest it myself, and I'm going to just see what happens. I'm just going to do it just for the fun. I'm not going to get too serious with this because I still think this is pretty close to gambling. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put a little bit of money. We'll see how it goes, and we'll go from there. So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to let me know what you guys are doing with Carnival Cruise right now. Are you buying Carnival Cruise stock? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. Let us know. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And last but not least, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you guys want more videos like this. I try to do them on a regular basis. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you guys later.